What's going on YouTube? Jason Wicker, DIY Dad, and we are back for another video, and we are replacing the Rainbird ESP SMT with a Rachio smart Wi-Fi sprinkler system. So follow along as I install it. So I just unboxed the Rachio. This is the 8-zone Rachio system. They also make a 16. I am currently using only 7 zones in my yard, so that this would be plenty. As you can see, we have our smart controller here, our AC adapter, some mounting hardware, mounting template, and that's pretty much it for the items that are in the box. Then one of the reasons that I'm choosing to use a Rachio is I had a Rachio at my last house and I really liked it, became very familiar with it. I like the Wi-Fi capability. I like the on-demand that I can control everything from my smartphone as I'm walking the yard. And when I apply chemicals, fertilizers, or RGS, Humic 12, things that need to get watered into the lawn, I can do that pretty quickly just from using my phone. The Rachio is also, it's a smart irrigation system. So if the winds are too high, if it just rained, or the ground is just saturated with water from a super heavy rain, it'll skip your next irrigation cycle, saving you money. So in the long run, having a smart Wi-Fi controller such as this or other brands will save you money and pay for itself in the long run. So this is inside of the current Rainbird. Just simply open this up and you'll see some wires back here. Don't be intimidated by any of these. So what you see here is different wires corresponding to different zones. This particular wire right here, COM, this is my COM wire. There's zone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then I got my power right up there. So I don't need to mess with any of those. And then I have a power cable coming from the unit. And what we're going to do is we're going to simply mark each zone. So when I put this back in, I know what zone goes to which. So I'm not confused there. There's also this right here. This is for I have a weather station, a mini weather station that's on my house. This communicates with the sprinkler system. So I'm not sure if I can install this back in with the Rachio, but we'll see. All right, now you see that I have all my wires marked and labeled, and we will begin removing all the wires and the irrigation unit itself. All right, we're gonna mark our holes. Let's use this pre-existing screw right there. Use our template. And now we know where to drill. And we're going to use a 3/16 inch drill bit to make our pilot holes to set in our anchors. We just drilled our 3/16 inch holes set in our 2 anchors, and remember we're going to use this existing anchor and screw. Let's work on mounting our controller. Next step is installing the different wires. What's nice about the Rachio, definitely made for the DIYer. They just have these little push pins. So all you gotta do is just push up, lock the wire in. So C for C, and then go down each zone and put those in. We just hooked up our power cable here, ran it to our outlet, and we can go ahead and put our cover on. Download the Rachio app on my smartphone, and then follow directions on setting up my various zones. So from beginning to end, the install on the Rachio 3 took roughly 30 minutes. That also included the app and setting up all my zones. The Rachio is super smart. It asks you if what type of grass you have or plants, or if you got if you're also watering garden beds, it'll ask you questions about your garden beds. Also ask you questions about slope, the type of soil you have, all those good things. So the Rachio knows how to water. It also does seasonal shifts, as well as the intelligence weather. With my house, I also have a rain sensor that was installed when I bought it. So I installed the rain sensor to the Rachio to make it work even better. But there you go. 30 minutes, my new irrigation system's all set up, and I can use my phone to irrigate my lawn anytime I need to after I do an application of fertilizer or weed killer or insecticide. And then also it'll water the lawn like normal. So this is also super handy when you're doing like an overseed. At my last house, I had set it up to where it would do a quick 5 to 10 minute irrigation on the lawn 3 to 5 times a day when I was doing my overseeding, just to keep the soil nice and moist. So again, thank you for following along on the DIY Dad. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.